by Rory, because Rory and I have that same love of teaching dog owners just how to make the best choices. We've joined together for a campaign called Get Pets Fit. If you want more information, you can go to getpetsfit.com. It's just full of amazing information that you probably didn't know about, just to help your dogs live a happier and healthier life. So the reason I'm talking at speed and I'm a little bit excitable is Rory and I are going to get into a friendly, warm and loving debate about the age-old question, which is, Rory, what is the best food for dogs?
Oh, I can't believe we're actually doing this. We're going to do it. We're going to tackle it. So, my answer to that question is really simple. The best food for your dog is what's right for your dog, and that cannot be made important enough. That is absolutely key, because no dog can eat the same food as another dog, and different things will work for different dogs. Some dogs will love kibble, some dogs will do really well on raw, some dogs will do really well on wet. So I think we should start with your dogs and what you do.
Yeah, so can I talk about my journey, if that's all right, Rory? Because I think some people might be able to relate to it. So Frank's 5 and Lulu's 4. When I brought Frank home, he was on a dry food with some Nature's Menu raw. By the way, we are not affiliated with any of the brands that we discussed tonight. And just for info, this is our opinions of mine and Rory's. These aren't the opinions of any brands that we represent or work with. So, absolutely. The story. Brought Frank home, he was on dry food, and he had some Nature's Menu, like raw, that I had to defrost. My golden retriever growing up had always had table scraps and dry food and pedigree. But those were the days of rawhide. So a couple of months into my journey with Frank, that's when the idea of trying Frank and Jellies came about, because being a little bulldog, he was a little bit more complex. But I always stayed on the dry food for a couple of years until Frank actually made the choice himself. And that choice was, he was eating Cribble brands, ones that I won't name, but he got bored. Like, he starved himself. He just decided enough was enough. He didn't want it anymore. So that was my first kind of thing of looking at what I was feeding him, how I could feed him better. I'd always given him veggies and some fresh, meaty bits. I tried him on raw. I did DIY myself. I screwed up. He had diarrhea. Someone told me that meant that it didn't agree with him. So I took him back to dry food. Then I had my eyes opened a little bit more about the evolution of our dogs, and obviously some of the skin issues and things like that I see particularly in my own breed, which is common, but not always for every dog. And then I decided to kind of just understand a little bit more about raw feeding. And as a result...
I have lost you. If you can hear me, I've lost you.
I can hear you. Oh dear, we've lost Rory. If you can still hear me, we will be back in a minute. I'm going to get Rory back. We've just got a bit of a connectivity issue. So hang fire, we will be here in just